The impressive story of Fernanda Santos in her near-death experience after suffering a severe electric shock, which occurred 33 years ago, revealed surprising details about what exists on the threshold between life and death. Something she would never have believed if she hadn't gone through it herself, and that seems to be the natural path we all must face after our journey on Earth. However, the strangest part wasn't that detail, but rather how those who were there tried to stop her from moving forward to that place. Hello, I'm Marcus, and it's a pleasure to have you here at Beyond the Life We Live. I hope you feel at home and absorb the lesson from the story we're about to share. By the way, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as it's very important to us and helps bring more impactful stories to you. Fernanda is currently 41 years old, lives in Rio de Janeiro, and is the mother of 2 children. She owns a bakery, lives a normal life, but carries with her the vivid memory of an event that changed her perception of existence. Her cousin, who now lives in Portugal, couldn't accept the loss and was trying to understand if there was another plane where her grandmother might be. During her online research, she came across videos about near-death experiences and remembered what had happened to Fernanda. She got in touch, asking her cousin to recall the episode with the electric shock, something the family had partly forgotten over the years. The incident happened on what seemed like a regular day. She lived with her parents and older brother, and that day, her aunt was coming over for a visit. Her mother had prepared a special lunch to welcome her. While they waited for the aunt to arrive, Fernanda and her brother were playing by the gate of their house, and their mother had gone to the corner to wait for the aunt who was getting off the bus nearby. During that time, a boy about the same age as the children, accompanied by his father, passed by and joined in their game. When the aunt finally arrived, Fernanda's mother decided it was time for the children to come inside, since she needed to get back to her household chores. The boy's father allowed his son to go in as well, so he could keep playing in the backyard. Fernanda's father worked night shifts and was resting in the bedroom at that moment with the air conditioner on. Fernanda's brother, whom she described as very mischievous, said he was going to jump the wall to buy ice cream, leaving Fernanda playing there. As she tried to reach for a clothesline, the air conditioner nearby, which had exposed wires, gave her an electric shock. Immediately, she felt the effects and tried to scream for help, but no sound came out. As her strength faded, her last memory before completely losing consciousness was the sight of the sky, a deep clear blue without clouds, with a beam of sunlight that seemed to shine directly on her. That was the moment her near-death experience began. After losing consciousness, Fernanda found herself in a completely dark place. It was as if she were asleep, yet fully aware of her surroundings. She could sense things around her, even though she couldn't physically touch them. Still, she didn't feel cold or heat. It was a comforting and cozy place. Despite how comforting it was, being someone who had always feared the dark, she wanted to get out of there. That's when she noticed, in the distance, a brightly lit place where many people were. Some of them seemed to have already seen her and were looking in her direction. Fernanda believed she recognized her paternal grandparents among those figures, though she couldn't be entirely sure. They had both passed away when she was younger. Alongside them, there were others she sensed might have been their friends. Feeling drawn to that light and those people, she tried to get closer. That's when she heard a clear voice saying,
"Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back."
She believed the voice was her grandfather's, though she couldn't confirm that visually. Confused, she thought, go back where? Still, she kept trying to move toward the illuminated area. The more she insisted on moving forward, the more people seemed to gather, as if trying to tell her not to go on. Then she began to hear,
"No, go back now.
The command became more urgent.
Go back now, go back now."
Faced with their growing insistence, Fernanda finally backed away, not turning completely, just stepping back. At that moment, she regained consciousness. When she came to for the first time, she was inside a car with her father holding her face tightly. Her mother was also there, with a look of panic on her face. Not understanding why her father was holding her like that, Fernanda started to struggle until she lost consciousness again. What she didn't know was that her father was holding her that way to keep her from swallowing her tongue. She returned to that dark place, but this time without the people or the light. It just felt like she was in a deep sleep. A short while later, she briefly regained consciousness, now seeing the hospital lights passing above her, amid loud voices she assumed were coming from her parents and the doctors. She fainted again, and only fully came to on a stretcher in the emergency room, surrounded by doctors and nurses. The event left deep marks, both physical and emotional, but the psychological effects may have been even more significant. Her childhood fear of the dark became much worse after the incident. And even today, at 41, Fernanda still has a great fear of electricity. However, the experience she went through made her believe that there is something beyond what science can explain. She still wonders what would have happened if she had ignored the voices telling her to go back and continued toward that light.